13 WMAZ Morning starts now.
Well, it's a humid start here in Dublin, a foggy start all across central Georgia, but high school football is back.
And we have the band, we have cheerleaders behind us. We're celebrating this week's School of the Week. Which school it is, coming up next.
How the Houston County Sheriff's Office started tackling an uptick in gang violence. We'll tell you how many gangs there are in the county and the trends they're seeing.
An autism spectrum disorder resources being created at Mercer. How it'll help you and healthcare providers learn more about ASD.
Good Friday morning, Central Georgia. You're taking a live look at the fairgrounds in Perry. As you can see, it's pretty foggy out there this morning. It's now 6:31 a.m. on your August the 19th. Thank you so much for staying with us. I'm Wanye Reese.
And I'm Caitlin Heck. High school football is back. We're celebrating all day long here at 13.
And as you saw, our meteorologist Alex Forbes is live in the DUB this morning at the Shamrock Bowl ahead of their 1,000th game there. Good Friday morning to you, bud.
Yeah, good morning, Caitlin and Wanye. Also their 100th season here at Dublin High School, so certainly some exciting times. It's starting off on a foggy note here in Dublin and all across central Georgia this morning. Here's a live look over in downtown. The current temperatures across the area, we've got 70s across the board. 73 in Macon, 73 in Warner Robins, as well as right here in Dublin. 71 in Monticello and 72 in Thomaston. The radar picture, we are picking up on a heavier shower now, actually, in parts of Dooley County, moving into Pulaski County. We are going to see a few of those as we head through the morning hours. So if you're headed out to the bus stop here in the next few minutes, something to be mindful of. Certainly going to want to bring the umbrella and rain jacket to school today. We do have a stationary front across the southeast. That means, showers and storms as we head through the day today across central Georgia to kick off this high school football season. Speaking of which, Crawford County and Ace going at it up in North Macon. 83 to start the game. That's going to be the high temperature today. Sun sets at about 8:15 with some on and off showers and storms across the area. And again, average high is 92. So luckily, we're not starting off the football season with 100+ degree conditions, which is certainly possible this time of August. Coming up in a few minutes, we'll go hour by hour on Future View, and we'll check in with the band and the cheerleaders here at Dublin High School.
They are certainly fired up this morning.
Exactly. They are having a great time. We'll check back in with them soon, but right now it's 6:33. Let's get a check of our local news. This morning, Bibb County deputies are investigating after a 3-year-old got shot.
The sheriff's office says it happened in the Milledgeville Road area. The mother drove the child to the hospital, and as of last night, the toddler is in critical condition. If you have any information, you can call Macon Regional Crime Stoppers. That phone number is 1-877-68-CRIME. Again, 1-877-68-CRIME. We'll, of course, continue to update this story on air and online as we learn more.
6:33 now on your Friday morning. In Houston County, the sheriff's office started focusing their attention on gang activity and gang violence. Lieutenant Bo Spivey says some of the gang members are as young as 14 years old. The sheriff's office says Houston County has seen 7 active gangs and 1,200 gang members. In the past 6 months, they've also solved 4 cases involving suspected gang members. But Spivey says the reason why Houston County is seeing more gang-related violence is because of the previous district attorney.
Giving offenders probation, not sending them to prison, things of that nature. And that really sent us into a barrel as far as the number of violent offenders we see.
Now, we should know we did reach out to the previous DA. You can find that statement on our website at 13wmaz.com. The Houston County Sheriff's Office is the only sheriff's office in the state that has an active warrant division. Well, this morning there's a tentative trial date for a Jones County doctor accused of prescribing opioids that killed 2 patients. Dr. Thomas Sacchi was arrested and charged back in 2018. He pleaded guilty last year to a single drug distribution charge, but a federal judge yesterday said Sacchi can withdraw that plea and take the case to trial. That's because the U.S. Supreme Court this year said doctors like Sacchi can be charged only if they intentionally violate prescription laws. Federal Judge Clay Land says that ruling changes the case and Sacchi should get a new chance to fight the charges. The next date set is on January the 30th. Sacchi remains free on bond this morning.
Well, people in Unionville still have a chance to give their input on ways to improve the neighborhood. Bethel CME Church hosted one of a few strategic meetings last night. They discussed everything from education, beautification, crime, blight, even creating jobs. The Regional Commission jotted down their ideas. They say right now the goal is to get as much information as they can from people in Unionville about neighborhood improvements they want to see. Every 5 years, the county submits a plan to the Regional Commission. Unionville is part of that. LJ Malone grew up in Unionville and says a lot has changed.
We had homeowners. We didn't have that many blighted homes. The kids, we played together. We had football coaches, baseball coaches. We played, at the gym. It was a great place.
The Middle Georgia Regional Commission says they'll host more meetings through September and October before submitting their plan to the county. Volunteer firefighters in Monroe County will soon get a pay raise. Chief Matt Jackson says they'll get paid for training plus another $10 an hour for each call. Jackson says they want to keep their current volunteers and recruit more. Alex Harrison's volunteered for a year and a half now. He says he and the other volunteers all work separate jobs, and this extra reimbursement will improve their program.
It makes it easier to get involved, especially this day and age, and people feel like they're kind of getting compensated for it, just not out of the goodness of their heart.
Under the new plan, the county will also pay $25 per month to active firefighters' pension funds. Volunteers must complete 3 calls and 12 hours of training in a 6-month period to qualify. If you'd like to volunteer, you can sign up on Monroe County Fire's volunteer site.
6:36 now. Let's get a check of your state news. A Georgia judge denied bond for Atlanta rapper Young Thug. He's one of nearly 30 people charged in a sweeping indictment alleging he leads a criminal street gang. The Atlanta Journal-Constitution reports the judge heard a series of motions in the case yesterday. The rapper has been in jail since May, and his attorneys continue to deny the allegations against him. Well, a grand jury indicted a Georgia man after a deadly Memorial Day weekend boat crash in Savannah's Wellington River. Mark Stiegel faces several charges, including 10 counts of first-degree homicide by vessel. Prosecutors say Stiegel was driving a boat that hit another boat, killing 4 family members on that boat and 1 person on his boat. Authorities say Stiegel was under the influence of alcohol and operating the boat recklessly by steering it down the wrong side of the river. The state of Georgia released unemployment rate numbers and some good news. In yesterday's release, Georgia's unemployment rate hit 2.8% in July, making it a new record low. This is the 3rd month in a row that the state posted a new record rate. The rates were 2.9% in June and 3.9% in July of last year. Now, as of May of 2021, 150,000 Georgians were unemployed, while 5.1 million Georgians were working.
Well, Mercer students will start creating more resources for those with autism spectrum disorder in rural Georgia. Mercer School of Medicine got a grant for the project. Assistant Professor of Neuroscience Sarah Rochaffer says autism spectrum disorder affects 1 in 44 children in the U.S.
Really, we want this to be kind of a one-stop shop for a parent who might be concerned about their child.
So with this grant, they'll help those in the area with what's called an autism toolkit. You'll be able to find information about child development resources like how to get your child tested, as well as a map with resources close to you. Heaven Smith has 2 little boys with autism. She says this kind of tool would have really helped her last year when she was getting her children tested. She says she had to drive to Atlanta for their diagnosis.
I just wish there was just more resources, because I need help. I need help so I can help them get through life. And there's just not a lot for low-income families, especially low-income families with special needs,
This project can help fill that gap. The Autism Toolkit website should take off near the beginning of next year, and they're hoping to get input before it's shared with the public. All right, the time is now 6:39. We are continuing the party here on 13 WMAZ Morning, heading back out to Alex live in Dublin.
Yeah, good morning, Caitlin and Wanye. It's a humid start across central Georgia, but that's okay because high school football is back. It will be tonight here across the Peach State. Certainly some exciting times. Let's get a check of the forecast this morning. Here's a live look across downtown Dublin this morning. We've got temperatures here in the 70s, some very low clouds and some fog in a few spots. That's what they're picking up on there at the airport. Also picking up on some showers. Here's the radar picture. First, starting off in Monroe County, we do have a small shower just to the south of Forsyth. That's going to be moving into Jones County here in the next little bit, and then down into Dooley County, moving into Pulaski County. Actually a heavier downpour now, picking up on some of those oranges and reds. So as you head to the bus stop this morning, that's going to be a possibility. We could see a few of those showers and storms. I don't think we'll see any lightning strikes necessarily, but some heavier rainfall in just a few spots. 73 in Macon, as well as in Warner Robins. 75 in Milledgeville, 75 in Sparta. Let's zoom it out and take a look across the southeast. Rain, South Carolina on into Georgia, on into Alabama, Mississippi, and it just keeps on going along a stationary front. That's draped across the southeast this morning on over into Texas. So as we head through the day today, showers and storms going to be a possibility. Here we are at about the noon hour, overcast skies still in a few spots, but then once we get into the afternoon, that's when we really develop these showers and storms. There's 5 p.m. there, maybe some heavier rainfall. Macon, Warner Robins, some of that could slide over towards Dublin before all is said and done tonight. Could even see a strong storm or two. That's going to be a possibility given the instability we have in our atmosphere for today. Overall, though, as we head into the night, temperatures cooling off. How about the 60s? That's going to be a possibility. Then for tomorrow afternoon, warming back up closer to 90, which is still going to be below our average high of 92, but warmer than we've been the past few days, again with the threat of showers and storms. So we're going to keep that around through the next week as well. It is summertime after all. Fall doesn't begin until the middle of September, so we're going to be looking at this unsettled pattern at least for the foreseeable future. In terms of the humidity, no pattern change means no change in the humidity either. There we go. Very muggy all the way through next week. Today, look for a high temperature right around 83. Cloudy with a few showers around. That will certainly be a possibility. And then as we head into game night tonight, yes, some exciting times here in central Georgia. We've got Lee County and Warner Robins. 82 is going to be the high temperature there in Warner Robins with rain at times. Could see some thunder possible before all is said and done tonight as well. Here comes the 7-day forecast. 83 for today, 70% chance of rain, 60% chance of rain for Saturday and for Sunday, and then we're going to be looking at a 40% chance of rain as we get into the end of the weekend. Here's one last. All right, we're coming back after the break.
They don't even need you to cue them, Alex. They were ready to go. All right, well, make sure you check us out tonight for Tailgate 13 at 5:30. We'll be headed back to Dublin. And, of course, FFN tonight here on 13 WMAZ at 11:35 for all your highlights. Now, whether you're on the field, the sidelines, in the stands, cheering on your Central Georgia team this fall, we want to see you. So send your Football Friday night photos to our team so we can show them off each week. Just text those photos to us at 478-752-1309. Let's see which fans have the most pride this football season. All right, the time is 6:42. We're back with more news and weather right after this.